If you enjoy the content that you're about to watch, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Now sit back and enjoy the video. Thanks for watching. Hello and welcome back to my wee channel. Today we've got a 2017 Fiat 500 1.2 Anniversario from Copart in Whitburn. So just having the usual look round the pictures here. Quite a rare model this. Never had one before on the channel. Really quite keen to buy it. So just having a look at the damage. So damages to the front bumper. Offside front wing looks okay. Other than that sort of crack in the bumper, I'm not seeing any other damage on this car. There's like paint splashes up the side, but I don't think that's anything to worry about. Paint splashes on the back bumper as well. Again, I don't think it's anything to worry about. Not seeing any dents, scratches. Everything looks okay. Really nice little model this. I think it was brought out for the 60th anniversary of the Fiat 500. Quite an unusual, quite a rarity. Quite keen to actually buy this car. So again, just looking down that near side. Bit of dirt, nothing untoward. Interior all looks good, no airbags off. Key hanging there, even the key matches the car. Seats are quite an unusual pattern. Yep, looking nice. Back seats look okay, a bit grubby, but nothing to worry about. And again, quite unusual. Bit dirty under the bonnet, but to be expected. Nothing that I'm worried about. Headlights look okay. Front panel looks okay. And it's running in the picture, and it's got half a tank of fuel. 66,000 miles. And there's that crack in the bumper. And there's that, I think that's just paint on the back bumper there. I don't think it's an actual scratch. You see it on the tyre there as well. Parcel shelf present, no aerial as per usual with Copart. And it's got a kind of chrome strip down the bonnet there, which is an additional extra on these anniversary models. Yeah, nice looking car. Checking the MOT history. Nothing really there to worry about. Few advisories, bit of oil leak. Rear axle beams corroded. We take care of that with a wire brush and a coat of black shoots. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything there that's worrying us. Everything looks okay. As per normal for a car with 60,000 miles on the clock. And Auto Trader's telling me that this car is roughly worth about £6,500 had it been not recorded and retail ready. So going by the usual rule, I'm prepared to go round about £2,000 for this car, which would make it roughly £2,500 out the door plus delivery. So here we are, we're on with the bidding, and car's sitting at £1,600, £1,700. I'm going to roughly about £2,000 on the car. I'm winning at £1,750. Cheap car if I get it at that. Really keen to get this car.
Bonus time.
Happy to go more than £1,750 if that's what it takes, just to get this, such an unusual model. £1,750 winning bidder, into bonus time. Are we going to get this car? Fingers crossed. Cheap car if we get it. Cat N, straightforward repair. What's not to like? Yep, won it, £1,750. So let's have a walk around the car. That's the car in the workshop over the ramp, and just having a walk around. I've gave it a nice wash. A lot of that paint transfer that was on the car, that's all came off. So it is actually quite a clean, shiny car. Not really seeing any dings, dents, and that colour, absolutely stunning. Really like the car. Wheels came up lovely as well. Those are alloy wheels. I actually thought they were wheel trims, but they're not. They're alloy wheels, and they came up nice. chrome mirror cover missing, we'll sort that out, that's not a big issue. Bonnet all okay, everything's lining up okay, headlights undamaged. Literally just that crack in the front bumper, which is absolutely nothing, and then a crack on that grille trim as well, which is actually quite expensive from the dealer, but hey ho. Chrome mirror cover present on the driver's side, not present on the passenger side. And there's that interior, a bit grubby, but no rips or tears. It'll make into a nice interior, just needs a really good valet. Back seat the same, it's a bit grubby, but nothing we can't get valeted and make it as good as new. Yep, really nice car. Facelift, so the modern Bluetooth stereo, and there's that 60 odd thousand miles, no lights on the dash, nothing to worry about. Yep, all good. Yep, nice shiny car, straight. So let's get in about it. So that's the bonnet up, just looking at the front panel. Headlights are okay, they're original. Front panel's original, but you can see there the radiator and aircon condenser have took a whack right in the centre of that bumper. So it's a bit banana shaped. But that literally seems to be all the damage. There's no damage to the bottom of the bumper, so not sure what this car's hit. But there you go, there's the bumper stripped off, and the foam reinforcer's broken in two. Bumper reinforcer is totally wedge shaped, and it's caught obviously the condenser, the radiator, and no doubt the cooling fan. But that's it, that's all that's wrong with this car. So there's the bumper reinforcer stripped off, and you can see the radiator. I've removed the condenser at this point. You can see the radiator, it needs replaced as well. But the front panel's okay, there's no chassis leg damage, everything's lining up fine. So even although it's quite a nasty sort of dent in that bumper reinforcer, it all strips off and reveals quite a straight car. And you can see there the oil filter looks like it's been recently changed. We'll change that anyway and give it a service, but this car's been taken well care of. And there's that bumper there. So quite unusual for me. I've decided on this occasion I'm going to actually have a go at repairing the bumper. So there you go, that crack's now all plastic welded up, and then I've used metal staples to join. And as I say, I don't usually do that, I would usually replace it, but it's quite an unusual colour this, and there's only one shade on my paint scheme, so I decided it was probably better to repair and keep the repair as local as I possibly could, taking advantage of the fact that the crack's behind the front bumper. So yeah, decided to go ahead and repair it, and then I used a Pro XL product for bonding plastic, and you'll see I've plastic welded it, stapled it, and then used this bond over the top, and I honestly tell you, it's absolutely solid. And there's the bumper, plastic welded on the front as well, and I think we're getting away with just repairing this bumper and keeping it all local, and by the way, all in behind that front number plate, so you'll never even see the repair. And there's that bond in the back of the bumper there, and I've fitted a new grille as well to add rigidity to the bumper. So I'm confident this bumper's going to repair. Had to bond a bit there around the daytime running light, but yep, bumper's almost complete. All I have to do now is fill and sand the repair, get it looking straight. A bit of paintwork, and this car's more or less finished. So there, I've sanded down just with an 80 grit, sanded it down. See some of those staples sort of beginning to protrude through, and then I've used fibrofill over the top, which tends not to sink, and gives you a good ground for your filler work, so that'll not sink and sort of lose its shape. And then there's a coat of U-Pol Fantastic over the top of the fibrofill, still try to keep the repair as local as possible and keep it within the number plate area, so that when that number plate's on, you're never even going to see this repair. and then on with a final coat of what they call dolphin glaze. The Yanks call it icing. It's almost like the icing on the cake. It's a thin, self-leveling filler over the top, just getting it all perfect. All sanded down there, finished off with 320 grit and ready for some 2K Roberlo primer. And there's a primer on there. Again, still try to keep it as local as I possibly can in behind the bumper. And so far it looks like I'm getting away with it. So there you go. I missed out the sort of painting stage. I got a bit carried away with the job, and it got quite late in the day. But that, you'll see those black biro lines that I've got there on the bumper. That is the edge of the number plate. So I've decided in my wisdom to keep it as local as possible. It isn't ideal, it's not the perfect repair, but once that number plate's on, you're never seeing that. And I lost the colour along the edge there as well, so it looks absolutely spot on. There's no way anyone has ever seen that's been repaired, and it came out really well, really chuffed with it, and kept it simple, and the OEM colour matches up to the wings and the bonnet, all looks good. So there's all important figures. 2216 out of Copart, £50 for delivery, radiator condenser, lower grille, reinforcer, an MOT, a valet, bumper trims, cooling fan, the bond, £12.96 for that bond, which saved the bumper. Paint materials I've put down for 30 quid, a couple of aerosols, mirror covers, chrome mirror covers off eBay, £21.99. 4495 is my asking price for this car, which will leave me roughly £1,600 profit. I missed out an aircon recharge on this, so that was about £70, and then I put a fresh MOT on it, so I think roughly the profit on this car, and I got a second key as well, which was about £60. So roughly I made about £1,400 off of this car, and at the time of filming, it sold. I'd advertised for 2 days, and a repeat customer came. They already bought a car off me for one of their daughters, and then this daughter is just passed her test looking for a car, so they bought a second car off me. And what's not to like for having this for your first car? Really nice, rare model. They actually picked it up today, and yeah, it's off to a good home, and word is they're over moon with the car, and I'm really happy about that. It's really nice to get repeat customers coming back. So yeah, looking the part, all valeted, all those stains came out the seat, wheels look absolutely brilliant. What a colour, lovely car, beautiful sunny day, what's not to like? Listen, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching again, and I'll see you soon on the next one. Thanks very much.